Hey everyone! Today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal because we're actually going to go back in time to when we were still building this zoo. We planned a video where we were going to do a start to finish entire enclosure build in a single video that was going to take place over quite a bit of time, and the enclosure or exhibit we chose to be an example of how we built all these exhibits was the blue tree monitor enclosure, which I'm purposely not showing you because I don't want to spoil any surprises or more than I already have. We unfortunately lost a little bit of the footage along the way, so I'll be here to kind of fill in the gaps of the footage that I don't know what happened to it. But I still wanted to share this video with you because it just goes to show how our plans with this zoo changed just about every day. When we started this video, the plan was for this enclosure to be for monkey-tailed skinks, and then we decided, you know, it'd be better fit for a more tree-dwelling or arboreal monitor. We also had planned a different style of door altogether, which you'll soon learn about in this video, and as you can see, it's a swinging door, and that was not the original plan. We wanted to bring you on this journey just to show a bit of our experience building this zoo and how it was a fun yet unexpected journey. Every day we didn't know it was going to happen. So I hope you enjoy this video of our blue tree monitor enclosure build. Hey everybody, this is Emily with Snake Discovery, and today we're going to turn this empty box into a completely bioactive and functional habitat for monkey-tailed skinks. I'm filming here at our facility, and we left this enclosure empty so that we could show you in one video, start to finish, one of our habitats that's going to be in the zoo or in the display area. And what better species to choose than the enclosure for a pair of prehensile-tailed skinks, otherwise known as monkey-tailed skinks or Solomon Island skinks. They're amazing creatures. We've never owned them before, and we're building this just for a pair that we are going to be receiving. Monkey-tailed skinks are a really cool species of lizard. They live in the Solomon Islands, which is a group of islands off the northeast coast of Australia, and they are completely herbivorous. They only eat fruits and vegetables, no insects for these lizards. They also are unique in the fact that they live in tightly knit family groups, and they become territorial to other monkey-tailed skinks that are not a part of their family group. So they are very social, and they form very tight bonds with one another. In captivity, they'll form tight bonds with their human caretakers as well. In the wild, they live in the upper canopy of trees, which is why we are giving them a huge vertically oriented enclosure today. And let's get started. This enclosure I can stand in, so I think it should be big enough for two of these skinks. The only problem that we have, which you can probably already see, is that we built this around a support beam in this building, and that obviously can't move because it's holding up our building. So we're just going to turn it into a tree that they can climb. So we'll get to that later. Today we're just going to start the process off, just like we have been for all of the enclosures here in the zoo, we already painted the outside of this black, but what we have to do on the inside is take this plywood and actually finish it with some wood finish so that it prevents mold buildup on it. Since this is going to be a pretty tropical environment for them, we need this wood to be protected from mold growth. After the varnish has dried, then we're going to paint the ceiling black just to kind of hide the ceiling, and this we're actually going to wrap one of our rock panels against the side and on the back, and over here this is actually a second window. So this enclosure in particular is going to have two large windows so that if the skinks are hiding behind our tree, you can just go over here and see them from this angle instead. Another thing we're going to do today, which I actually might do first, is just like with all of the other custom builds at our zoo, we are taking some thin plastic here and we are making a waterproof base to the enclosure. That way when water drips off a plant, since this is going to be bioactive, or if we're watering the plants or maybe something gets spilled in here to refresh the substrate, it's not going to seep into the wood, it's going to stay in this pan. So I've got a 4-inch border that I'm going to put all the way around, and we're going to use M1 to seal it all in place. This is one of those parts that we lost the footage of, unfortunately, so let me just explain it to you really quick. What we did next with this build was we cut to fit this material, and again, I'm not going to show you everything because I don't want to give it all away, but we cut this material, this background material from Universal Rocks. It's thin, so easy to cut with scissors, and we just fit it around that wall and this wall, and then we had this awesome rock from Universal Rocks that was huge. This is half of it.
The other half of it is up, actually right here, kind of going all the way across here. And it obviously wouldn't fit as is, so we cut it in half, put one side there, one side here. It added a bunch of ledges. It was awesome. And to attach the ledges, well, I guess first, to attach the background, we just took a staple gun and we stapled it in place. For some of the thicker backgrounds, like this stuff, you actually have to use screws to attach it to the wood or to whatever's behind it. But a staple gun worked great for this thin material. We just stapled it against the wall. And then when the background and ledges were on, we actually filled the corner behind, or that little void behind the paneling, with foam. We took spray foam, filled it up so that the monitor wouldn't be able to just crawl back there and hide. So then came the challenge. Once all of that was in place and the foam was in place, we also, by the way, had to fill foam behind this ledge just to fill up the rock because the rock was hollow, and then the foam was coming out. The next challenge was sand painting to cover the foam and make it blend in seamlessly. So next step is sand painting. Now that all of the foam has dried and has been carved off so that we can blend this rock into the side, we're going to do what is one of my favorite parts, which is sand painting. For this, we're going to use 100% silicone. You can find it at Home Depot, and this is reptile safe, which is why we use it here. It comes in different colors. I like to use clear, but you can use other colors as well. We're going to squeeze some out onto the foam, and a little bit goes a long way. I like to do just a single bead of it down here, and then using like a finger cot, you can protect your finger from getting covered in silicone, and then just gently and slowly kind of wipe this onto the foam. And then I'll sometimes take a little bit of silicone and apply it to the rock itself so that I can better transition the foam back into the rock. Now that the silicone has been applied, you can take the Universal Rocks sand, and these are the sand colors that are used to make the rocks themselves. At Universal, they use a combination of a goldenrod yellow, a light gray, a dark brown, a light yellow, and for their more Australian or Arizona themed panels, a red. For this panel in particular, transitioning this rock back into the side, this is a very gray colored panel. So we're going to use a lot of the light gray here and dark brown blended together to create a base, and we'll build from there. And there we go. I think that actually looks pretty nice. Like, you can't really tell that there was foam here. It just looks like the wall transitioned into that rock ledge without anything in between. So the nice thing about sand painting, this step anyway, is that you can always add more silicone and more sand. You can keep working at it until it's to your liking. It's a very flexible material, and it's kind of fun too. So I'm just going to apply this method to the rest of the enclosure to cover up all the foam, as well as the screws we use to attach these ledges into place. All right, next we are going to decorate the enclosure. It's probably my favorite part of these builds. As you can see, a couple things have changed since the last clip. We had a solid pane of glass installed on that side, and here we're gonna have 2 sliding doors, but before they get installed, I wanna have some of the bigger structures in place. So I'm thinking, we've got a log there so far. I'm thinking a vine would be cool for them to climb up, and then a ton of plants, but we'll see what it ends up being. And now, after like, what, 6 months?
At least.
I think it's been 6 months since the last time we recorded this habitat,
Yeah.
but so I don't know where we left it off. If there wasn't a tree before, look, now there's a tree! If there wasn't a vine before...
Get rid of this.
Oh yeah, we can get rid of that sign.
It's gone.
Nice. Okay, good. We did put a light up there. We should...
It's not on, though.
Yeah, we should turn that on. We've got cool rock ledges, which I believe you saw.
The most exciting thing about this.
What is that? Filling up the water dish. You know what that means?
That means we have something for this enclosure.
Yes, it does. Which is why we're filming this video again. Woo! Alright, water dish is filled. Substrate is moistened, re-moistened, because it was bone dry after sitting for so long. Don't mind the downpour happening outside that you can hear pounding down on the ceiling. Well, yeah, I'm really happy with how this environment turned out. This is gonna offer some traction for a blue tree monitor to climb right up. We've got some ledges for one to sit on, some vines to climb, some foliage to hide behind. We have not only LED right there, but also UVB right there that he can get right up and close to. Oh nice, there goes the basking light. That is on now. And I think this is officially ready. The last couple of things we'd like to add would be a nice like a tube, like they make woodpecker feeders that are just a tube of wood with holes drilled in it, and we want something similar but different. Basically we want a log with a bunch of little holes that we can push little bugs into for him to forage.
Yeah, I think if we could find something that went against the front glass.
Oh, that'd be cool, that we
it's
could like fill.
hollow. Yeah, you see, and then you see his hand reaching in to grab stuff or licking to grab food out of it.
Gosh, can anyone make something like that? Like a wooden foraging toy or like platform for a blue tree monitor to reach in. But in the meantime, what did we get in the mail today, Ed?
Nothing.
Rex, do you know what we got? You have a new neighbor. Now will you not only be neighbors with a chameleon, but you'll also be neighbors with a blue tree monitor! We got a blue tree monitor, finally! Oh, he's huffy.
Yeah, he's huffy. He's scratchy. He's got really sharp claws.
Yes, he does. He was a rehome situation, and he is not friendly. Let's just go ahead and put him in. Oh, there he goes!
He pooped all over me.
Yep.
Hooray.
Yeah, that means you were chosen. Oh, dude, check it out! It's your new home! Oh, you went right up on that ledge. That is awesome. This is going to be a huge habitat for him too. And we're pretty excited with how the informational sign turned out.
Look, and you can go
That's
over
pretty
here and see him
awesome.
still.
Yeah, and if he's hiding behind the tree, you can squish your face against the other side to see him from a different direction. Buddy, oh look, he went right up on the branch or on the vine. Oh yeah, we're just gonna like let him kind of settle in, and maybe we'll check in on him in a little bit. Oh, okay, so it's been a few minutes, and he definitely likes it up there, but now he's just starting to explore. We've got the door closed now, as you can see. So he has free reign of the entire enclosure, and I'm curious, what if you couldn't see him over there? You could just go over
Yeah, you got
here.
it really good. He was chilling right up here before, and you couldn't see with the tree in the way. You definitely see him over there.
Nice! I'm so happy with how the double windows turned out. Where are you gonna go, buddy?
He's like, I want to escape.
Yeah, he's gonna try to find a way out. Well, we made it super secure so you can't get out, hopefully. Oh,
Yeah,
I can't see you from over there. All right, we're gonna check back in a little bit. But yeah, that's how we essentially built all of the enclosures in the zoo from start to finish. No, Rex, this video is not about you. I know you're trying to show off. Oh, she's got her leg back. Oh,
Yeah.
you're so cute when you do that.
Like, all I have to do is this, and Mom will give me all the attention.
Oh, you're so cute, Rex. But this isn't about your habitat. This is about Blue Tree Monitor.
Oh, we need a name for him, too.
We do need a name for him.
It's amazing watching him actually climb around.
Yeah, he can just completely scale the wall.
Yeah, straight up that wall.
That was really cool to watch him climb right up. And he has no issues whatsoever. It takes zero effort to climb and maneuver around this entire...
I don't think you can climb glass, Dave.
Yeah, that's the one place you can't climb, is the glass. I'm sorry. I know you want to like say hi to everyone on the other side, but... So, I think this was a big success. I love the addition of the Universal Rocks' like new vines that they make. And they have like flexible ones now, so we were able to like wrap it all the way around. We also tied in some actual branches that had been disinfected, along with the Universal Rocks' like fake rocks and stuff like that too. But I really am happy with how everything came together here. And that is how we built the enclosures here at Snake Discovery. The last time we filmed though, that last clip you saw was recorded a few months ago, so let me show you what we've changed since then. Let's see, first and foremost, where is Cable? Oh, there he is, there's his tail. He loves hanging out by his UVB light. It's a nice little secure spot for him. Hi buddy, how you doing? Looks like you're tearing up that tree. I'm gonna have to fix that again. Yeah, he's already having fun digging. So Cable here, which I think we're gonna name him Cable. He seems to be settling in quite well. We have changed a few things with the enclosure already. We have, as you can see, added some more cork and some more plants, some cork up here. The last thing I want to do is add some really big cork rounds to just give him some more enrichment and some things to hide in. So that is coming next. But I think we're gonna wrap up this video here just to kind of show you the final results and how we've tweaked it a little bit even since the last time. And you know, that's the big thing with all these enclosures. We're tweaking things constantly. We're always adding things, taking out things animals don't seem to appreciate, and it's just a never-ending process. But it's so much fun, and I hope you had fun watching today's video and how we transformed a wooden box into a blue tree monitor exhibit, even though some of the footage was unfortunately lost. But hope you enjoyed it regardless. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Patreon backers for your endless support, and we will see you next time.